What's going on? Tim here with In-Card-Neeto Sports Cards, and we are back with another episode of the weekly 1954 Bowman Set Build. Here we go. We got the next three cards in line, so let's get this thing turned around and we'll see what we got. All right, we got this turned around, and here we go. We got the next three in line that I have in the set. I'm still working on it, so always a work in progress, but here we go. We got the next three in the set, and here we go. We can start it off with card number 162 of Ted Lepcio. I want to say that, but I'm not quite sure. I think that's Lepcio. Correct me if I'm wrong. I probably am wrong, but help me out. But here we go. We can see that this card has been well loved, and it does have that classic little stain that I had with the other cards as well. If you've been watching the other episodes in this series, that one is super dark as well, and that one's a little bit lighter. You see how you can tell, like, that one was probably on the bottom of the stack. This one was probably towards the middle because it's not as deep into it, and that one was probably on the top of the stack because it's not soaked in as far. So yeah, anyways, this is all part of the same lot. And so here we go. We got Ted Lepcio. Anyways, I'm just going to call him Ted. So here we go, Ted. We got him in the Boston Red Sox uniform here. And this, just love it. Just got that pastel background. And I just can't say enough about this set. The artwork in it, just fantastic. I know it's a picture with a kind of a artistic flair to it, but it still looks fantastic. I just love the colors in it and just the way everything goes. Not a high population card compared to other Red Sox players in the set, so that's pretty cool. We get rare. I use that term very loosely, but let's see what it has to say about the player himself. Let's see. Ted was a reliable infielder who carved out an 8-year MLB career from 1952 to 1959, mostly with the Boston Red Sox. And he was known for his versatility. Played second base, shortstop, and third base whenever Boston needed him. And he was a standout. One of his standout seasons was in 1956 with hitting a career high with 15 home runs. He played alongside legends like Ted Williams and Jimmy Pearsall. And he was tough, smart, steady clubhouse guy, and coaches loved him. And he was never a superstar, but he was one of the glue players that kept the team competitive. So every team needs those people, and he was one of those guys. And this one is not an error card, so that one is cool. It does have some light creases, like somebody, I wouldn't really call it light, I guess, but it has some creasing on the back. Looks like somebody put it in their back pocket and carried it around like you probably would back in the day. So pretty sweet. I like it. If you guys want to read about it, go ahead and give it a good pause there for a second and check it out. All right, up next we have Dave Philley. Here we go. Look at that. I just love that. Just the coloring and everything. I just can't say enough about these cards. Fantastic. Let's see here. Dave, this is the variation card. This is card number 163, Dave Philley. And on the back, there are 3 different variations of this card in this set. 2 of them being the error cards and 1 of them being the corrected card finally. So this one in it has, this is what it would be considered 163A, because this variation has no trade reference, and the error is 152 games played, which is right there. 152 games played. And 163B mentioned the trade reference, but still got the 152 games played error on there. And the corrected one does have the trade reference and the corrected games of 157 games played. So there you go. The breakdown on 3 different variations of this card. And I only have 1, so I wouldn't mind picking up the other 2 to go ahead and get them all. But there we go. Like I mentioned earlier, you see that stainage coming all the way into it. Like I said, it's probably on towards the bottom of the stack of these cards. And this one, you could really see it going all the way through almost his full nameplate, where old Johnny here, you could see it going about halfway. So anyways, let's see what it has to say about old Dave Philley here. See, Dave Philley was one of baseball's great journeyman switch hitters with a long 18-year career from 1941 to 1962. 18 years, man, that's a long time. Let me see, played for 8 MLB teams, strong defensive outfielder with a good arm, known for clutch hitting and gap power. Holds a fun baseball record of 8 consecutive pinch hits, and MLB record that still stands today. So pretty cool, awesome. 8 MLB correct. I wonder, is that back to back? 8 consecutive pitch hits. Is that one game? I gotta look more into that. That's crazy. Let's see, a steady underrated player who aged remarkably well and still productive into his late 30s. Well, that's pretty good. That's pretty good there. It's a long career there. Let's see here. What is Minnie Minoso's full name? We got a little question mark, little trivia there. And on the back it says Saturnino Orestes Minoso. Saturnino Orestes Minoso. Try to get there. Kind of focus on it a little bit, but anyways, there we go. That's card number 2 of today, of this week. And card number 3 of the week is card number 165. This one doesn't have any errors of Johnny Groth. Groth or Groth? Groth. There's no W. I can read. Hooked on phonics. Anyways, here we go. Let's see here. This is another fantastic looking card. Love the picture. Love the colors. Look at that orange, the pastel orange on it. And I love the background. Just everything about these cards are just sweet. These and the earlier Bowmans as well, along with the leaf, the red backgrounds. I think the 48s. Fantastic. Anyways, getting sidetracked. Let's see what it says about Johnny Groth. The smooth hitting outfielder, active from 1946 to 1960. That's a pretty good time there. Spent most of his career with the Detroit Tigers and known for his excellent throwing arm and strong defensive instincts. Early in his career, he was hyped as the next big star and had several solid seasons, particularly in 1950 with a 306 average and an 85 RBIs. Wow. Even though he didn't become a superstar, he built a long and respectable MLB career. After retiring, he stayed in baseball as a scout, and he was in the game his whole life. So that's pretty cool. A lifer in baseball, in the game of baseball. Who isn't? I mean, a lot of people just love that game. It's fantastic. It's a great game. Anyways, that is the last card in the set. This is not an error or anything like that. So if you want to pause the back and give it a good read. Anyways, there it is. Go ahead and let you read that. There's a close-up of his face. Look at there. Oh, Johnny. Pretty cool. I love these cards. These are fantastic. Let me know what you think of this set down below. And what set is your favorite set? If it's a Bowman set, top set, leaf set, Donruss, whatever. Let me know. Hope you guys have a fantastic week. And we'll see you later. Adios.